As Singapore shapes up to become a highly urbanized city, international brands have invaded our shores, turning us into a highly developed, market-based economy. High street fashion labels have become the staple of our fashion industry. It was the days of the colonial period in the 1950s, with influences from actors in post-war movies and pop culture from British fashion in the 1960s, that Singapore's garment industry started to flourish.
I remember the 50s, it was the Mambo and Cha-Cha period. Orchard during those days was not a fashion belt. The fashion belt was actually in Tanglin Road, where the Europeans, the British expats and all that, they shop. When we go out to town, everybody dresses. I think the 60s period was the beginning of a vibrant fashion wave, from Carnaby street pop to Mary Kwan's look and all that. The mini skirts invaded the whole world. So it's with Singapore. It is only after the 70s, when there are a lot of young designers contests and design competition, that people are aware of fashion designers and their work. People began to approve of fashion designers as I would say, a profession.
Before we became a conglomerate of fashion labels today, the introduction of the rag trade sparked off a school of local designers who created a fashion scene collectively in Singapore and beyond.
Singapore fashion during the 60s, 70s, 80s is so much easier to work. Not because we have a so-called fashion industry, but we built up a fashion industry. We made the fashion industry. The fashion designers works very closely with the fabric suppliers to get good fabrics, exclusive fabrics, to materialize their fantasies and their dreams and their creations. Today, I don't think there are many fabric suppliers around. There are only a sprinkle of little shops around Chinatown and in Arab Street area. In the 70s, I must say, we still have a lot of local tailors and local sewing ladies that sits at the sewing machines to do sewing. Because when a designer uses a pen and paper to sketch something, it has got to materialize. I am my own cutter. I am the person who makes my blueprint or the paper patterns on the block. But I still need a team of people whom I cultivate, I train, and these are the people who really made my clothes look good. After so many years, the young designers, I think they are in an ocean where they are pitting against strong waves, strong currents, meaning there are a lot of designers around. There are a lot of fashion labels around. Those days, fashion designers walk 5 to 6 steps in front of the consumers. But today's designers are walking the same pace as their consumers, because sometimes they let consumers dictate what they design and what they sell. So young designers today has got has got a very bitter battle.
Oh, is it too late to tear your
When they are in the real fashion world, they realize that it is tough. Yes, everything is tough. During my time, it is tough also. But as I say, how do you make it as a fashion designer is how much passion you have, how much you're willing to sacrifice, how much you're willing to tighten your belt to go through that lean period, to make it as a designer.
Just take your time. I wait for no one else until you're mine. Oh, is it too late to tear your walls down and lay this way?